Hello, welcome to For Fun Golf TV. I am TK.
And I am Lee. Tonight it's Friday Fun Night. We're
night.
going to be playing Royal Adelaide,
Australia.
Australia. Yeah, I had wanted to play Royal Melbourne. I looked at Royal Melbourne's on GS Pro. Turns out the one that's on GS Pro is in Chicago.
We had it ready, just not where we anticipated.
Not exactly Royal, not exactly the Melbourne we were thinking. So we switched and we're going to do Royal Adelaide here, home to, I think I saw like 9 Australian Opens. So fairly famous course in Australia. We had a viewer request to play an Australian course, and so here we go. We're going to try it tonight.
Yep.
All the normal conditions, normal fairways, normal greens, calm winds, third tee box up, 10 stimp. I'm going tee to green.
And I am putting.
TK's putting. So hopefully, see what we can do, have some fun. Please ask questions. We love the interaction.
Yep.
Let's go.
Work off that Thanksgiving meal.
No kidding. Holy cow. I feel just sluggish. Okay.
Give us just a sec here, folks.
Not sure what's going on with that. Yeah, 1 second. We're having a little bit of a technical difficulty on one of the other feeds, and I am trying to deal with that real quick. Sorry about that. My GS Pro feed over to OBS for some reason decided it didn't want to work, so I had to kill that stream and restart it and get it going again.
So par 4, 361 yards, first hole here in Australia.
Yep, I got an aim point out here at like 252. I'm going to change the lighting just a little bit on it. It looks pretty bleached out, doesn't it? Make it look a little greener for us. All right, let's see if I can hit a fairway off the first box here. Little low runner. Hang up in the short grass. Only got about 200 on it. We'll take it off the first tee, though.
Yep, 150 out.
Thanks, everybody, being on. Obviously, Thanksgiving week. This feels like the weirdest Friday ever. It feels like it's at least Saturday.
It definitely does.
If not Sunday.
Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah. All right, we got 142 to our landing spot coming out of the rough. Should be about a 155 shot. TK, I'm going to try a 7-iron.
Okay.
See if we can get it there. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving and get to spend some time with your family. Oh, I barely made contact. Hit it thin as could be. It's all right. Yikes, I barely hit the top of that ball. May still be a 7-iron coming out of this stuff.
Yeah.
This is deep rough.
3 degrees left on your lie.
Yeah.
Little chip here, 22 yards.
Okay.
So For Fun Golf TV here with you every Sunday, Monday, and Friday at 7:30 Central. We're just north of Austin, Texas here.
Yep. It's finally decent garage weather now
Sure
up
is.
here or down here, the way you look at it. 19 yards.
Good shot.
Should have been able to get that one in the circle, and I did not.
The circle with CT
That is true, I suppose.
Okay. 13 feet, a little left to right.
Put her in, TK. Oh. Oh. Appreciate everybody being on tonight. If you're new to For Fun Golf TV, we stream live Sunday nights, Monday nights, Friday nights at 7:30 Central. Tonight we're at Royal Adelaide over in Australia playing a viewer requested. They requested an Australia course. We had intended to play Royal Melbourne, but the one that is on GS Pro, from what I could see, was in Chicago, not Australia. So, all right, second is a par 5. We're going to do a flyover here.
Get some strokes back here.
Oh, gosh, it'd be nice to get one. A lot of the course, I did do a quick walkthrough this afternoon on it. That was the first time I'd seen it. Not like really complicated. There's lots of bunkers and lots of tall grass, but everything else was okay. There was a few places water comes into play. But if a guy can hit a fairway, it shouldn't be that difficult of a course. But you know, if you've been watching the channel very long, hitting the fairway can be a very difficult thing for me.
There we go.
Yeah, not getting any distance on anything though.
Fairway.
That is true. All right, 222 up to it. Take a look at that heat map. Blow this up a little bit. Oh, no, that's not the one I wanted. Sorry. I wanted to blow up that and take a look at it. Well, I guess I'm going to try to hit a 3-wood at it.
Yeah, let's play.
Yeah, I pulled it a little bit.
Oh.
Born and raised in the bunker.
Got a nasty left to right on the front of that green at least.
Yeah.
It's flat when you get
I'm going to aim a little bit right of it because I tend to hit these to the left. It's above me a couple yards and 31 yards out, so. Even an almost reasonable birdie putt, TK.
So is.
Appreciate everybody being here.
All right, 13 footer here, a little bit left to right. Not a ton to this.
Nice putt. Oh, TK.
Move just a littlest bit.
Wow, got a par. I thought that was in.
Me too.
Thought it was in.
We're in Australia.
We're playing Royal Adelaide. It was a requested course from a viewer on one of our other platforms. They didn't request the course. They requested Australia. We're going to play Royal Melbourne But the one that's in GS Pro is neither Royal nor in Australia. It's in Chicago. All right, let's just hit something up there by the green, hopefully. Oh, I hung that way out to the right. I hate that at contact when you just feel like the club face is just completely open.
Yeah.
Not good.
88 yards.
And this is an easy hole. I hate to mess it up by doing something stupid like that. Got a big downhill lie. I'm going to take a pitching wedge out of this deep rough. Yeah,
There you
sit down.
go.
There we go.
Question for you here. Have you ever hit your square?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Like the second week we had it, I was in here, had a protective case on it, thankfully. Towed one, and the protective case we had, it was one off Amazon. It exploded into about 50 pieces, and it actually cracked the screen on the square. Didn't damage the square, so I got replacement screen and got a different case and haven't hit it since. So,
Basically 27 feet.
Drayton, how you doing tonight? Get in. Oh my God. How do those keep lipping out?
Man. Yeah.
Just got to get the pace, I guess. Good try. Good putt. No, you're good. Par 4, 378. Look at the mini map here. I think I want to go about right there. I'll move the tee box over a little bit. Give myself a touch of relief from that tree, hopefully. Yeah, sit down. Sit down. Yeah, stay in that cut of rough. I'm okay with that.
38.
138 to the pin. Let's look at that heat map. Not a ton. I mean, there's some humps back there. We got a right to left lie. We've got wind howling outside the garage door. Wonder if I should close that. Hang on, you're going to get a burst of light here for just a second. I got to close. Oh, you stupid thing. No, grief. Trying to get the light to shut off. Okay, there, got the light shut off. All right, 133 coming out of the rough. Gonna use 10%. So this plays about 145. I'm gonna try an 8-iron, TK.
All right.
Hit it chunky. Ain't gonna get anywhere near there.
Ooh.
Of course it gets in the bunker, but Got a big time right to left lie.
What hitting mat is that?
This is a 5x10 mat off of a site called Golfer's Pick. I always forget the name of it. But it was there. It's like it was on sale recently for like $4.19 or something. Yeah. Okay, it says I'm in the rough, not the sand. So that's kind of weird. I'm gonna try to hit a normal chip shot, TK.
Back up. Good shot.
Pin Spotlight we just grabbed off Amazon. It's like $22, I think, if I remember right. There's links in our profile, our pin profile. If you go out after the stream, you'll see links to everything we bought where you can click and go straight to them.
Yeah, 9 feet.
Oh, settle down. Well, you're hitting them hard.
Yes.
Shrinking down.
Yeah. 6-footer here. Yep.
Double, plus
Yeah.
4. It's all right. We'll get them.
Oof.
Par 4 fifth, 383 yards.
What's the best launch monitor everyone likes best?
So the launch monitor has so much to do with your space and how you intend to use it, like righties, lefties, everything like that. So there's people that will say the best ones don't have subscriptions. The best ones are overheads. It's very, very subjective.
I can play with my left-handed friend.
Right.
Yeah.
For us, the square makes a ton of sense because it does everything we wanted it to do. Which, no subscription, $700 out the gate. We then pay the GS Pro annual subscription to use that software, but we don't pay anything else to Square. It's easy to use, easy to operate, works well with what we're doing. You don't get a bunch of misreads or anything out of it.
Outside.
Yeah, you can't use this one outside. That my off camera there, they were just reminding me, yeah, you can't use it outside. It doesn't do well with direct sunlight, but we didn't plan on using it outside. So, all right, that was a better drive out of me. 135 up. Take a look at the heat map.
Already placed my order, but waiting for shipping update. Estimated between 2 and 6 weeks. Nice, Robert.
Yeah, I'm hearing that from a ton of people, Robert. The hard to get them right now. The Bone, yeah, it's a Square Golf launch monitor. We're using GS Pro Bone. 130. See if we can hit a 9-iron up there. I pulled a 9-iron. Dang it. And when you pull them, they go farther than you want also. I go about right there. Got a big left to right lie coming out of the rough. Want to get something to go about 20. So out of this rough, I got to hit it about 25 maybe.
Shot.
So I hate that. I had a huge left to right lie. So I aimed left, dead straight. Went exactly where I was aimed. Ryan Robertson says, yeah, it's worth the wait, Robert. I agree. If it's the one that fits your space and that you're wanting to use, yeah. Good Lord.
Wow.
Everything lipping.
Putting is difficult. Yeah.
All right, we're +5 on the 6.
Bogey golf. Got about 150 people watching. Where are we watching from this evening?
I pulled that one. Kick down out of there. No, of course not. Of course not. 213 out of the grunge.
New Jersey, Pennsylvania.
Isn't that the same place, roughly? All right, 200 yards up to it. Just gonna see if we can get a 3-wood up there around it somewhere.
Mad Dog, what up, man?
So you're gonna be affected by that big storm?
Yeesh.
Yeah, did a big snowstorm went across the country. Any of you dealing with that? I will say down here in the Texas Hill Country, it's not been much of an effect. That's funny. That stuff, absolutely. I got 25% off coming out of that deep rough TK. I had a 214 raw, got 168 out of it. That's some rough. All right. 45 yards, 46 yards to the flag. Gonna try to land it right in front of it. Nope, too short. Dang it, Lee.
Mad Dog says he's getting some snow tomorrow.
Where were you at again, Mad Dog? Oh, that's right. Oh, gotcha. Okay. David, that's a 12 by 9. It's a Go Sports enclosure off Amazon.
All right, got a 30-footer here for par. A little bit of left to right when it comes to the hole.
Going hunting all next week, Mad Dog says, going to be 20 to 30. That can be pretty. I mean, I'm assuming you're going. Are you going deer hunting, Mad Dog? That should be pretty good deer hunting weather normally. Well, Trayton, they're getting over a foot tonight.
Jeez.
Yikes. All right, we're +6. Going to the 7th, par 3, 124 yards. What's that green look like? Just an easy 9-iron. Nope, I went too easy on the 9-iron.
Oh.
I hate it when I do stupid stuff like that. A real fine line between 90% and 80%,
Yeah.
you know?
That 10% line?
Well, in a golf swing, that's really hard to measure. All right, 23 yards, a couple yards up, coming out of the sand. Yeah,
Well,
par putt. 21 footer.
I can make one putt.
Yeah, I think you've been really accurate. It's just the pace has been killing you.
Yeah. All right, a little bit left to right. 21 feet for par. I told myself I was going to try and hit it short.
Well,
It was.
By the way, don't try to hit par putts short. That's a bad idea.
Shorter than I was hitting. Let me clarify.
Yeah, so I usually go, I grew up down in southern Missouri, and I usually go back down there and deer hunt each year with my brothers. I didn't go this year, but I'd seen the forecast, and it was like 70 degrees down there, which is just miserable hunting weather. You will see nothing but the cattle roaming in that kind of weather. All right, par 4, 299.
Thanks, Mad Dog. Appreciate you.
What'd he say?
He says, very nice, TK. I don't care what Lee says.
Neither does TK.
Mm-mm. Good shot.
Trying to just get one in the fairway. Leave myself a 60, it looks like. 58 yards. Look at that heat map. Yeah, we've been off all week, so it just really feels weird tonight. It does not feel like a Friday.
No.
If anything, I think we were talking about it felt more like Sunday than anything today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See if I can get something about 55, 56 yards. Just a couple yards longer than I wanted.
You ever use the program that comes with the square?
We have. We used it. So one thing, you use it when you have square updates for sure. But we played a couple of courses that came with the square when we first got it. I think the first week we didn't use GS Pro. And it's fine. It works absolutely great. Just the courses back then were very low detail. They were just kind of flat, green and brown. And, once you see GS Pro, the courses that came with the square did not look that appealing to play. Now, the last couple of courses that came out with square, I think looked better, but I haven't played them. There you go.
Hey!
Yeah, David, but don't the software works fantastic. Again, it just wasn't visually what we were looking for, right?
Yeah. Kind of looked like N64 to PlayStation.
Something, yeah.
If you
something
grab
like that.
that
Yeah, I don't know.
reference, you know what I mean?
Atari to Sega Genesis. All right, par 5 ninth. Let's do a flyover here.
Thanks, dude.
Little dog leg to the right, bunkers everywhere, trees everywhere, tall grass everywhere. And again, for those, if you just joined, we're at Royal Adelaide in Australia. I think it said it had hosted 9 Australian Opens, something like that. So one of the most historic courses over there. Obviously the one we most wanted, I think the most historic, is Royal Melbourne. But if you go out to GS Pro and look, there is a Royal Melbourne, but if you pay attention, it's in Chicago.
Yep. Yeah. Golf clap. What
Hit that one a little
protective
better.
case is that for the square?
What was that again?
What protective case is that for the
So
square?
this one was, there's a guy you can Google called Frugal Fixer. And when I towed a ball into the one I had and it exploded, I was like, okay, I need a better one than that. So I got this one, and I also got, he does a replacement glass for the front of the square, which it's like 2 screws and to replace. It's not a big deal. So I bought both off him, and shipping was fantastic. The products are fantastic. So Frugal Fixer. He also has more expensive cases. I just kind of went Budget, but better than what I had.
Simulator, we're using the square launch monitor through GS Pro.
All right, 226 all the way back. I'm going to try to hit a 3-wood up onto the front and just
I'm all 3-wood.
see how close we can get.
Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
I've
I've been waiting to say that.
been waiting to use that one,
Yeah, I
haven't you?
just plugged it right there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so my wife off camera just saying, hey, you might explain why TK's only putting for people that just joined. TK has a really bad injured rib and cannot make a full swing right now. So he is doing my putting for me till he heals up.
It's not because I'm a good putter. Let's just clear that up. In case you were wondering.
He's not like my...
Like step-in putter or something.
You're right.
Okay, eagle putt here, right to left. 20 feet.
Oh, I sense a birdie light. Yeah.
Oh.
So, Wetzel asked, have you ever tried the Foresight GC3? We have not. Quite honestly, this is the only launch monitor we've owned. What I did before I bought the Square, I watched dozens upon dozens of product comparison videos. There's a ton of channels out there that compare all the hardware, and I went through that whole process, spent probably 3-4 months doing that before we bought one. So thanks, Diego, on the shot remark. I appreciate that. TK earned his pay tonight. He did. He got a birdie right there.
Mad Dog, my man.
So we're going to close out the front 9, and then we will relaunch with the back 9 here in just a second. But making the turn here at Royal Adelaide at +6. Got a birdie back on the 9th, so we're feeling pretty good about that. Royal Adelaide in Australia, it was a viewer requested course from one of our other platforms that we stream on. So happy to go there to Australia. If you guys have suggestions of courses you would like to see us play on Friday nights, let us know, and we'll certainly take it into consideration. But looking forward to seeing what we can do on the back 9.
All right, welcome back to Royal Adelaide here in Australia. Let's put another shrimp on the barbie. We are 6 over through 9. Got a birdie on the night, so a little bit of momentum coming up here. See if I can make some putts. Lee's playing pretty well as well. So here we go.
Thanks, TK.
Yep.
Comment that said, Ryan Roberts says, I have the ironclad case.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of that compared to yours?
That's like a Cadillac, and mine's a Chevy, for sure. That's supposed to be a phenomenal one. I've seen that one. I know what you're talking about, yeah. Wetzel, the Square's $700. Golf Daddy, how often do you shank into the Square? I've done it once, and it exploded the cheap case that I had, and so I bought a better one. Wetzel, are there any PGA courses that come with it? Not with the Square software. The Square software is kind of generic. I think the real courses may be in Asia, but they have just generic names. So that's why we go to GS Pro. GS Pro, you have every course in the world that you might want to play, pretty much, except for St. Andrews. That one always kills me.
Yeah.
But
they call it other stuff too, like what do they call the RBC or?
Well, yeah, like so there's naming issues, so you can't call like all the TPC courses. They're DPC on here. There's some things like that. Sometimes
Augusta National.
Like we played Torrey Pines on Monday night, and on GS Pro it's just called Torrey South. Yeah. Because of naming issues. So yeah. Anyhow, all right, the 10th par 4, 313. This has got a short little landing area out here at the first. I think I might just hit a 3-wood.
Albatross, thank you for the follow. Good call on the 3-wood.
Yep. Yeah, appreciate everybody following. If you haven't yet, please click that follow button. We're here every Sunday night, Monday night, and Friday night at 7:30 Central. We're on all the platforms you're normally looking for content on. We've got a ton of on-demand content out there if you look around as well. All right, short landing way here on the first one, so I'm going to try to hit a 3-wood and just get something down there.
Hang on, ball.
Yeah, I tugged it a little bit. Come on. Dang it.
Golfing better. Thank you for the follow.
In my head that this one went down the other direction and that I had blocked myself out, but this was the side you wanted to be on. Who knew?
Where are you based out of? I'm in Michigan, and I see you post a lot on the Square Golf Facebook page.
Oh, yeah. We're just north of Austin, Texas. Been down here. Me and my wife moved down here in June. TK and his wife have been here since September. We all came from South Carolina previously. Once upon a time, we're all actually Kansas City, and Kansas folks, going back further than that. 103 yards to my landing point coming out of the rough. So that's basically 110. I'm going to try to hit a pitching wedge. See if I can get a pitching wedge up there, TK.
Let's go, man.
No, got it 90.
Go.
Bounce up, bounce up. You're putting.
Oh, boy.
That's only a 42-footer. You're all right.
Are you hitting 7 feet back from the screen? And how far is the square sitting from the impact?
So we're actually, our box where we hit from is about 8 feet from the screen. The square set's about 15 inches over, and I think it's 6 or 8 forward of or maybe 6 forward of the ball, something like that. And then our projector sets at 7'8" from the screen, so it's kind of right above our heads when we're hitting.
Birdie putt. 41 feet. Uphill to start. It kind of levels out.
Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Christopher Judge, do you have any left-handed friends? We do not. If we were consistently going to have left-handed people, I think you really have to consider an overhead launch monitor or one of the radar-based ones. The radar-based ones have other issues to deal with. There you go, good putt. Oh, come on. PK.
Why?
No 2-putt, no excuses. Mad Dogs.
Mad Dog, you're killing me, bro.
All right. Par 4 11th, this is flying by. If you're new to the channel or haven't been on in a while, we do a hole-in-one challenge after the end. Wow, I've got to hit 3-wood again. Look at this.
Yep.
What I'm looking at here, folks, I wonder if I can get over to that tee box.
Why?
I don't know. So I can hit driver. 219. I think I need to probably hit a hybrid, don't I? Okay, we're going to try to hit a hybrid here because we've got another real short landing area out there. I pulled it. Yikes, that's terrible. I hate that. I hit that right in on the heel.
I have the Garmin R7 and left-handed sun. It's more about the space I need on both sides.
What was that now? Christopher Judge, I love the Garmin R7 and a left-handed sun. It's more about the space I need on both sides. Yeah. Yeah, so and it's one of the things about determining what launch monitor to get has to do with all those things, right? How you're going to use it, left and right-handed players, the size of your space. All that is more important than, quite honestly, the price of the launch monitor, or, you know, if it doesn't work for what you're doing, it doesn't matter. This says I'm in the sand, TK.
It's a funny looking bunker.
I think it's going to take 10% off, so I'm going to play at 165, try to hit a 6-iron.
Let's go.
Wow, it just launched to the right. I didn't pay attention if I had any funky right to left lie or anything.
1 degree on each side.
Was that it? Because it didn't feel like I missed it like that by any means. All right. 25 yards coming out of the deep rough. So I need to hit this like it's about, should be about I'm thinking like a 30 or a 35. The math says 20%, which is only a 30-yard shot. But I can see a 30-yard shot ending up in that bunker.
Yeah.
There we go. I stuck that one up on the top of the enclosure. All right. Was that a par?
It was.
I'll be danged. All right. Par 3, 12th. Down 5, 164. So it's playing just around 160, maybe a little less. Let's take a look at the heat map. Pin's kind of high spotted out there.
Yeah, it's a little tricky.
With uphill, I don't want to leave it too short, but yeah, I'm thinking of 7 is what you were thinking.
Yeah. $150 front, let it roll on up there with a little bit of fade like you normally have on your irons.
I haven't been doing that so much lately. All right, another little touchy chip shot here. Get it in for par.
Come on. Cheers.
That's funny. Par 4, 386. This one's already got a good aim point out there, it looks like. Dog leg left. Aim point's right out there in the corner of where it dog legs. So
What is that mat?
that mat is a 5x10 off a site called Golfer's Pick. I forget the name of it. Somebody asked just a minute ago. I know last week when we looked, it was on sale for like $420 or something. I think I paid like $450, $460 or something. And it's a really nice mat. I mean, we've been playing for 4 months on it. You can't tell where we've been hitting.
Nope.
And we've hit thousands of shots. And it's thick enough. Now we've got it on, we've got a 3/4 inch interlocking rubber mat, the gym mat stuff down first. To get everything level, under this, there's another 3/8 inch thick gym mat material that's actually quite a bit softer. And then this sets on top of that. Very cushioned, feels very good. But it'll stop your club if you hit it fat.
Oh, it will.
Ooh, pop that up to the right. Dang it.
Do you guys feel like the simulator is improving your game?
So we've played outside a couple of times since we started doing this, and here's, I will say, driver, woods, iron, stuff like that, I'd say yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing that doesn't is chipping and putting. Outside chipping and putting, this just doesn't translate to it, in my opinion. I don't know if TK would agree or not.
No, I completely agree. You know, hitting irons and contact and grip and basically, you know, basic golf strokes.
Hitting off uneven surfaces.
Yeah, can't do that. And you know, we also hit unrealistic golf shots as well on this. That we gotta remember, it's a game. You know, so we'll hit, you know,
like I'm about to hit a 3-wood here out of this rough.
Right.
I don't know that I would do that normally. I might. I don't know. But in here, every stance is flat.
Yep.
If I make good, clean contact, that's what it cares about. Now, coming out of the rough, it's going to take a bunch off. I may not get there, but it gives me a chance at least.
Good shot.
Sit down.
Big Back Golf. Appreciate you guys.
Big Back Golf. Haven't seen you guys on in a while.
Brian, yes, it is the square.
All right. Left to right, 12 yards. I think I'm going to do that putt with a 9-iron thing that I do, TK.
There you go. We are very happy with it, Brian. It works very well for what we need.
Settle down. There we go. I ain't let you putt in a while now, TK.
It's all right. Keep parring away. Come on now. Seems as if I stay away, we par. I'm just saying.
That's funny. All right, par 4, 14, 361. Don't forget, we're winding down through the holes pretty quick. After 18, we'll reset and we'll do our hole-in-one challenge where I'll take 10 shots at number 17 at Sawgrass. 17 at Sawgrass is the second hole we've been to in the hole-in-one challenge. We started at number 7 Pebble Beach, and I made that literally like 2 months and 3 weeks into it. It took just shy of 3 months, made that. And now we've been doing 17 at Sawgrass for about a month and a half, maybe a little over 5 weeks, something like that.
Yeah. Hey, Big John, we're playing Royal Adelaide in Australia.
Yep, Royal Adelaide, Australia. All right, see if we can get one in the fairway here. Ooh, hit it off to the right too, and that's going to be blocked out.
Uh-oh.
Well, looks like I need to think about my life choices here, don't I? That's 120. I got to carry it over that grunge.
Are you playing GS Pro? How much did you spend for a computer, and could you link a TV on the wall also?
So we are playing GS Pro. What was the second part of the question? How much did you spend for a computer? I already had a computer, Brian. I built a game. It's old. It's like 8 years old at least at this point. I built it myself. It's a 8-core AMD processor with a RTX 3070 and 64 gigs of RAM. Runs GS Pro on Ultra 1080p, no problem. So yeah, that's good. And could you link a TV on the wall also? Yeah. So I've got an HDMI splitter that splits the stream. We use a wireless HDMI transmitter to go to the projector. So that HDMI splitter, one of the outs on it is the transmitter to go to the projector. Then I have a dedicated cable that goes all the way across the room to our streaming laptop. And then I have another port I could hook a TV up to it if I wanted to. We actually use the TVs in here. There's one that TK and I watch that we have sports on all the time. Like tonight we're watching Texas and Texas A&M. And then there's another one back behind us to the right where we mirror our stream, the TikTok stream on it, so that we can watch chat and things like that if we want to. And then we've got, my wife actually watches the chat on one of the other channels that we stream to. So TK, I'm gonna try to hit an 8-iron right through that hole.
Let's go.
You're liking my odds, aren't you?
I am. Trees are 90% air. Look at that.
That shot was 100% green, TK.
Sure was. Nice shot.
Thank you. Hey, Brian, no problem. Glad to see you're going to be getting one. Any questions, let us know. We're happy to answer them.
45 feet for birdie.
Here, sit down, sit.
Yeah, boy.
SC, is that SEP, I think? What projector, or SCP, sorry. I'll answer after he's done putting here. Get in. Oh,
I
good Lord.
I just don't get it.
SCP, that is a ViewSonic PS502X, which is a VGA, native VGA projector. So it only projects at 720p. 4,000 lumen, native 4:3 resolution, so it fits the 12:9 enclosure perfectly. And the reason I got the 720p, and it's kind of proven out, is in the garage with the screen. Once you hit a few thousand shots into it, I don't know that 4K is going to look 4K, or 1080p is even going to look 1080p, right? So you lose fidelity because of the impacts on your screen anyhow. So I just couldn't, I mean, this was like $450 brand new off Amazon. I couldn't see spending 4,000 or a couple thousand, whatever, for a really expensive projector when I don't think it's going to improve our experience that much.
Yeah.
All right, par 5, 15th. Let's do that flyover, 464 yards. Everybody will have different opinions on that. There are people that just like, if they can get 1080p or 4K, they just have to have it, and that's fine. I just didn't want to spend the money for it. The place you can save money building out a home simulator is the projector and the launch monitor. This one had a bunch of water right in the middle of it, didn't it?
Sure did.
Stay
left.
All right,
Brian, to the stream, man. Pop off and look at our page. We have a setup video.
Yeah, we've got a
thing that we have.
Pin video. Yeah, after the stream, there's a pin video out in our profile where TK and I walk through everything that we bought. I'm going to try to go up the left side, TK. Stay out of that water. Oh, and I popped that up. Good Lord.
Pop fly to first.
Yeah, that's not good because first base is out there in about 3 foot deep grass. But I wasn't going right. That was my swing thought. So
very true.
Apparently I got focused on that and just went underneath it. All right. We're going to aim up in
Brian,
about there. See if we can get something up in front of the green here. Yeah, coming out of that rough, boy, it wasn't going nowhere.
Run.
I had a 216 raw carry and it went 120 carry. 165 total. All right, 93 to it. We can still recover and get something out of this. I just need to hit a shot. And if you haven't figured out yet, if you're new to our channel, we are not about look how good of golfers we are. We're more about this is kind of the average guy's experience at this, right?
Yep.
We don't really apologize for it. All right, trying to hit something about 90.
Oh,
Yeah, got a little bit much on it, but it wasn't bad. All right, TK, you got birdie putt there.
18 feet. Oh boy.
Oh, come back. Come back. Oh, dang it. Well, you about had that. SCP, say setting. I don't know which setting are you interested in?
Here in the line of that one other.
Okay.
Something is trying to go weird.
16, par 3, 128 to the front, 145 to the pin.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an 8-iron. I'm going to aim to the middle of the green. I haven't hit any of these middle irons very well tonight at all. So I didn't hit that one very well either. Hit it short and clicky, turned it over. "32 yards up to it." See if I can get something up there close. Not close enough.
See you're off center. Does GS Pro have a setting that lets you know you're off center?
What?
I see that you're off center.
Oh,
Does GS Pro have a setting that knows that you're off center?
yeah, you set it. I'll show you here after TK's done putting. You just set the off center. It's just one of the menus in GS Pro.
Okay, the par putt, 19 feet.
Um,
Wow. Cannot get the speed down tonight, apparently. You put it here, it's not 8 feet.
Double bogey on that one. Takes us to plus 10. So we're going to 17. Again, don't forget, after we're done with 18, we'll close out 18, and then we'll reset, and we'll go to 17 at Sawgrass for the hole-in-one challenge. So SCP, the question about offset. So in GS Pro, if you hit the L key, it brings up the lighting menu. And down here, you can enable offset and then put it to where you want. So we're just like a foot off of center, something like that. The putting offset, I leave it alone. It seemed to act weird when I did that one. Now, here's the other weird thing. So there's a hide objects button in GS Pro. So if you're out in the woods or in the weeds, you can clip hide objects so you can see your ball. It doesn't work 90-something% of the time if you have the offset turned on. So what I have to do is go in here, turn the offset off, save and exit, hide objects, come back, turn it on, and then play. It's just kind of one of those quirky things. So All right, we're going to take an aim point out there. Par 4, 348. Yeah, I'm just pulling everything with the driver tonight. That is a hard way to get around a golf course from the left rough. Spent most of my natural golfing life in the right rough, but I've corrected that over the last several years, and now I stay a lot of times in the left rough when I'm missing. All right, 121 yards, deep rough, so we're going to lose 20% off whatever we want to do here. It's high in the front, going downhill back to the pin. So that's 23 yards, that's 138. I think I'm going to hit an 8-iron.
That'll work.
Hit it clicky, but it'll run on.
Pin
Give
high.
you a putt.
20 foot.
Appreciate everybody being on. If you haven't yet, please click follow. We always appreciate that. Look for us Sunday nights, Monday nights, Friday nights at 7:30 Central. And look for us on all your other content platforms. For Fun Golf TV, we're out there everywhere. You got it in for a par. Going to the 18th. Once again, we'll close out 18 after we're done, then we'll reset and go to number 17 at Sawgrass for our hole-in-one challenge. Hole-in-one challenge, I take 10 strokes. Normally, if you just joined, TK is injured. He's got a rib injury. He can't swing a club right now, so he's doing the putting. Normally in the channel, TK and I are playing with and against each other, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we would also both be trying to do the hole-in-one challenge then as well. All right, 247. Looks like, I hope that's a cart path out there somewhere, not the lazy river. Oh, and I popped that up to the right so bad. It was terrible. 190.
What's the handicap?
So never had a real gin handicap. Neither of us have ever had. I play a bunch of the GS Pro leagues, or a couple of them, and in those, my virtual handicap is like, I think right now it's like 6.5 or 6.6, something like that. 180 yards out of the rough. That's playing 198. I'm thinking a hybrid.
Does the square not require a special golf ball?
So the square comes with its own marked golf ball, which is absolute garbage. It's worse than a range ball.
I wouldn't call it a golf ball.
So they say they want you. So understand. So we use the square in what is called the Open API connector. There is an official square connector right now that has gone through a bunch of revisions and has gotten better, but it was horrible when it first came out. You would have like 5 misreads per hole with it, so we stopped using it. The Open API connector allows you to use measurement mode or calculate mode. In measurement mode, you want to use TP5 Pix balls with the logos on them, or Chrome Soft Tours with the logos, or something with that kind of logo pattern, so it measures those. In calculate mode, we're using club stickers on our clubs. I don't know if you can see that. There's a club sticker about 8 inches up. That gives us our spin axis, and then it calculates the ball based on all the impact measurements and everything like that, right? So, and it's honestly, again, there was problems with the official connector when it came out. It may be better now, but when it came out, this mirrors what we see in real life much more closely. In the official one, I'd hit one of these drives, like one of my straight drives, and it would go out like 120 yards and then hang a left and go 95 yards left.
Yeah.
And I can't hit a draw with a driver to save my life. I can fade the heck out of it, and it was really hard to get it to fade. But boy, it would just do these massive snap hooks to the left, and we just got tired of it. So we switched back to the open API connector, and I don't see any point in changing until I'm convinced that it's going to be in our benefit to do so.
Go in.
Sorry.
William, Shane, Fairway Finds, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you both.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody being on. We love all the questions. That's what makes this fun. We're here, interacting with you is kind of the point of the channel. All right, so I flew it a little bit past, but I'm not going to complain about that with that hybrid. 17 yards, see if I can flip something up there close.
Good shot.
There we go. Closed it out with a par.
82.
82. We always go out, try to stay under 80 is kind of the goal. I always say I try to stay under 80, but 85 is kind of the safety net there that we're looking for. So it's not a bad round of golf.
Yeah.
We snuck a birdie in there. We had a good string of pars. So yeah, pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that was fun.
But that's Royal Adelaide in Adelaide, Australia. A viewer requested we play something in Australia. Royal Melbourne's apparently not out there, so we chose Royal Adelaide. But it's an interesting course. I think it was fun.
It was. Ton of tall grass over there off the tee.
Yeah, there's a ton of tall grass, ton of bunkers. There was bunkers all over the place. Fortunately, there wasn't a ton of water. I think the way as I was erratic with the driver, water would have been very bad. But anyhow, we appreciate you watching that at Adelaide tonight. We're going to reset right now, and we're going to go to 17 at Sawgrass. Where I'll take 10 shots at the hole-in-one challenge. I'll explain when we get there. We're kind of dialing in the distance and everything, just whether I can hit it and hit it online. So
let's go.
Appreciate it.
You're going to start with the 8 and work down to the 9?
Yeah. One of our regular viewers, a guy named Josh, I think was it Josh that said that?
Brandon
Widener, recommended starting out with the 8, getting my swing dialed a little bit, and then going down to a 9, which, by yardage, this is really normal greens, normal fairways, 10. Friday pin locations, black tees. We're just going to select hole 17. By distance, this is a 9-iron, a full 9, but I don't want to hit a full anything on one of these, so I'm trying really to control the shot. So,
Barn bogeys, how we doing?
takes it a minute just to load the hole here.
Are you able to set up same conditions each time for the hole-in-one challenge?
Yeah, that's what I was double checking there. So I'll show you again when we go in the conditions. We do not change them. We're always off the black tees, normal greens, normal greens, calm wind, 10 stimp. So that gives us the same conditions every time and the same distance every time. We do not practice this because if I make a hole-in-one, I want it to be on stream and not here in my garage by myself. Come on. All right. So real quick before we start, I'm going to show you the settings one more time. So up here, I can go to settings, and you're going to see Friday pin location, black tee, course set up here, normal greens, 10 stimp, calm winds, and elevation, we never change. Whatever they have for elevation, that's what we use. We'll fly up to the pin location real quick. It's front right pin. To carry it over, to get over the seawall, you need about 121, 122. We figure shot that has a chance to make it's going to be somewhere around 123, 124.
Yep.
But it's got to be on line. It doesn't really deviate much left to right once you get it across there. So I'm going to start off with an 8-iron. I'm going to try to hit probably 5 with an 8-iron until I feel comfortable, and then I'll go to my 9-iron for the last 5. Yeah, I pushed it off to the right. So this one, we always laugh, number 7 at Pebble Beach. If you missed them a little bit, you were still down there, probably on the green, you know. Here, if you miss it all, you're just in the water. It's way harder on your ego.
Every single time. Splash.
That one's a little long. Went right over it.
Hey, fisherman, this is the square launch monitor.
Third shot. That one's short. The difference between long and really short is not a whole lot in the swing. That's the problem. Yeah, I pulled the heck out of that one. Is that 5? Or is that 4?
That was 4, yeah.
4. Take one more with the 8, and then I'll switch over to the 9.
That's a pretty good shot.
Yeah. So yeah, that one was pretty close. That was 1 yard away.
Subscription fees, question mark.
So the square doesn't have subscription fees. It does have, if you use the courses that are with it, it's a credit-based system. So every hole you play is a credit. If you play with somebody else, that's 2 credits for every hole. You get 1,000 credits to start with, and 1,000 credits I think is $20 to renew. So not really a subscription. It's just but my guess is, unless you just absolutely do not want to pay $250 a year for GS Pro, you will get tired of playing the square courses pretty quick, because they're just, I don't know, there's only like 14 of them, and they're kind of just blah visually. The last couple that came out looked better, I'll say that. But my guess is you're going to want to pay the $250 for GS Pro, and it is an annual subscription. All right, let's see if I can get a 9-iron in there now. That last shot was pretty close. That's thin. That would have got back to that Sunday location.
Mm-hmm.
One. That's 8. I'm going to switch back to the 8-iron. These last couple.
That's what I was thinking.
I feel like I'm having to swing too hard with the 9-iron for some reason.
How does it compare to the Garmin R10 and Rapsodo?
So, both those devices are Doppler radar devices. Never have used either one of them. Just watched a ton of reviews. Very different things. Those Doppler devices have their own things to consider, as far as they have to set back behind you, so you need additional space. You need about what we have, 8 feet to the screen. Doppler devices. I've heard it's more about the Rapsodo than the Garmin. The Rapsodo, I know, struggles to work indoors depending on your construction. I would assume the Garmin maybe has some of the same issues, since it's Doppler radar as well. The Rapsodo also, I've heard, doesn't do great reading short chips and putts. So, but they're very, very different devices. just you're looking at price point if you're comparing those three, I would think. 2 shots left here. One shot left. Got it within 3 feet just a minute ago. No dice tonight. Another 10 shots in the hole-in-one challenge. Had one really good one out of that bunch. Yeah, 3 feet, just dead right of the hole. But that is what it is. It's hard to dial in that swing. I suggest if you have GS Pro and you have a launch monitor, go load it up and give it a try with those conditions. Black tee boxes, normal greens, 10 stemp, calm winds. Yep. Just give it a try, and Friday pin. So thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate having you on. Look for us Sunday nights, Monday nights, Friday nights, 7:30 Central. Look for us on all your content platforms. We got stuff everywhere. Oh, yeah. We've got a ton of on-demand content out there for you as well on certain platforms that you can find. But for For Fun Golf TV, I'm Lee.
And I'm TK.
Thank you all so much for being here.
See you Sunday.
Yep.